Hello my lovely viewer, I am back once again with an episode 5 of American superhero television series based on the Marvel Comics, titled Moon Knight. Watch the full video to find out the interesting part and please take care. As a disclaimer, this video includes my own analysis, commentary, and it's not a substitute of the full movie. Click the link below to watch, buy or rent the movie. In the beginning of this episode, Mark is in the psych ward, wondering what is happening. Well, the hippo god turned out to be a hallucination. The doctor starts to talk about the hippo god, saying that the god can break the line between Marc and Steven. Listening to this, he becomes frustrated and about to attack him. He calls the guards and the guards inject him with a sedative. Due to this, Mark is sent back to the asylum with the hippo god, Tauret. The god welcomes them by saying that,
"I'm afraid you're actually quite dead."
I'm sorry, what?
She tells them that she is there to help them through the afterlife. Marc and Steven soon realize that they are dead. Mark opens the doors and finds that they are on the boat. This boat does not have water and is sailing on the sand, heading towards the field of the reeds, an eternity of paradise. Before going there, she put her hand inside the chest of Marc and Steve and pulls out their heart to weigh on the scale of justice and the feather of truth. Because ancient Egyptian believed that the heart was the sign of the person who really was in life. And if the scale balance by the time person ends the journey, then only the soul is permitted to pass into the field of reeds. If it doesn't, then they will be thrown down into the underworld. As Marc and Steven are looking at the desert, the scale continues to sway up and down. Tauret calls them and says that their hearts are incomplete and suggests them to show each other the secret they are hiding, as the boat contains all of life's memories. And asks them to balance the scale before arriving at the field of reeds or their soul will be destroyed. They get inside the boat and enter the cafeteria. It is full of the dead people that Mark has killed, who are sitting at the table. Their hearts are at the weighing scale and moving up and down like Marc and Steve. As Mark talks about his past, the scale starts to slow down. In the meantime, Steven notices a boy walking in the cafeteria. Mark tries to stop Steven from following the child, but Steven runs after the child and quickly locks the door, leaving Mark behind. The little boy leads him to Marc's past. Mark's mom is cooking food in the backyard of the house. Younger Mark takes his brother to the cave. The kids walk through the woods, and Steven follows them. The kids enter inside the cave. Steven too enters inside and follows them. Inside the cave, the water level continues to rise as it is raining outside. Due to this, Mark's brother drowned in this cave. The mother starts to blame Mark for causing his brother's death. She starts to push away Mark in each and everything. She even didn't spend time celebrating his birthday. When Steven is about to open the door of the room of younger Mark, older Mark pulls him and opens the door, which leads them to the Egyptian desert, at the time when Mark used to work for his old CO Bushman. Where Mark is working with Bushman and raiding an Egyptian tomb. Bushman in the greed changed the plan, killed all of them, leaving no witnesses. This includes Layla's father too. Mark tried to take everyone, but couldn't make it. Mark crawled inside the tomb. He is badly injured by Bushman. As he is set to blow his head, Khonshu speaks up and stops him. The god manipulates him, encourages him to protect the travelers of the night and brings his vengeance on those who would do them harm. Mark accepts his offers and becomes ready to serve him as his candidate. We come to know how Mark had becomes the avatar of Khonshu. As soon as he promised, he starts to turn into a moon knight by summoning the suits. Suddenly, they return to the ship. As fear is spreading in the upper world, unbalanced souls are being judged, or condemned to the sands before their times, which means Steve and Mark have very little time. Mark asks for help with Tauret in freeing Khonshu. So she turns ship to buy a time for them before reaching the field of reeds. Mark finds himself back at Dr. Grant's office. After talking with Mark, says,
To know, you're gonna have to open up to Steven. There can be no progress without understanding.
It takes us to younger Mark's room. He is hiding from his mother. His mother is at his door and continuously bangs at the door. Younger Mark doesn't open the door, instead passes out and turns into Steven. Here series shows how Mark has created Steven. Mark created Steven to fight the fear that was created by his mother. He was inspired by the poster on his room's wall saying, "When the danger is near, Steven Grant has no fear." That flashback reveals that Steven is not the true occupier of this body, it's Marc. Steven ends up with Dr. Grant in his office, and he even phones home to show the harsh truth that Wendy is dead. The truth is, this all happened a while back and Marc never attended her funeral. Instead, he stood outside and eventually walked away. Choked by grief, anger, and a whole cocktail of different emotion, Marc regressed back to Steven as a way of dealing with his emotions. Steven plainly to Marc, telling him it's not his fault and he shouldn't blame himself for what happened to his brother. As they finally make it back to the boat, given it's come close to the gates of Osiris, Taured apologizes to Marc and Steven. The unbalanced souls of the Duet are coming for them now. The soul begins to attack them. Marc fight with them but is not enough. In the meantime, Steven drops his fear and grabs a bat, and fights with them. He even rescues Marc from the souls. Shortly, Marc again gets attacked by one of the souls. While trying to save Marc, Steven, unfortunately, falls from the ship. He turns into stone and is lost. In the meantime, on the boat, Taured appears again and says that the scale is balanced. Marc finds himself in the field of reeds. The episode ends here. Until then, subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like and comment to support the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.